Hi, everybody, and welcome again to the Irish Hypnotherapy Conference Meet the Presenters series. Today, I am joined by the wonderful Helen Buttikeg. Helen has been in the industry for over 20 years. She's a hypnotist and a mindset coach. She presented with us last year with the Hypnosis Healers, and I went to that presentation and I absolutely loved it. Helen, yay! Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
My pleasure. I'm doing great. Thank you, Andy.
Good, 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 good. So, for those people who don't know, if you wouldn't mind, could you elaborate a little bit and give us a little bit of history about who you are and what you do, please?
Sure, absolutely. So I am, as you said, a hypnotist and a mindset coach, and I specialize in helping overthinkers let go of the pressure
Mm,
and stop procrastinating on the things that matter so they can take aligned action.
cool.
And the funny thing is, I came from a very linear left-brained world. I was a professional organizer and a time management coach. And
Oh,
I did a lot of work around procrastination back then. In fact, I also was the host of a television show called Neat, and I would go in and help people declutter. And then we would do this beautiful big reveal.
no
And what
way.
I realized, yeah, and no, what I realize now, looking back, it wasn't about the physical clutter. It was about the mental and emotional clutter buried underneath the
Yeah,
physical clutter.
yeah.
And that was a big aha for me. So I am back in the world of helping people with the procrastination, but now I realize really what it's about.
Yeah.
It's a lie that we tell ourselves, oh, I'm lazy, or oh, it's a time management problem. Procrastination is not that. It's a trauma response.
Yeah, yeah.
And so now I approach it from a totally different angle, and it's so much more effective.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. No, I never knew that you were a host of a television show called Neat. That,
Oh,
that
okay,
I'm
there
going
you go.
I'm going to go in and Google that
Yeah,
now.
you'll have to Google it. It's on YouTube.
No, but
I'm
that's really
about 20 years younger, but hey.
hey, no, I'm going to look for it. But no, that's really cool that you've sort of got all that experience and you've had the experience of both sides of what people's perception of procrastination is. So yeah, no, I'm really glad you shared that with us. So next thing I'd like to ask is obviously you were with us last year and you are well, you said something very nice to us, which I won't repeat, right? Because it was obviously
No,
a
don't
conversation
repeat that.
between,
It's our
it was
little
a
secret.
conversation between us. But you gave us a very good a glowing warm response to the conference, and I'm very grateful for what you said. The next thing I'd like to ask is, so you're obviously presenting in this next conference coming. So obviously last year you were with the Hypnosis Healers.
That's right. Yeah.
This year, why should people come and see you? And what is your presentation all about? If you would just allow, now don't give the whole game away, but just a little bit about what people can expect when they come and see you.
Okay. So just like last year, it's
Mm,
not about us standing at the front of the room and talking.
yeah,
We want to give people an experience. And you experienced that
I
last year
did.
with the hypnosis healers when we did our talk around money wounds.
Yeah.
And so now this year, when I present on procrastination and how to overcome it, it will be experiential. Let me say that again. It will be experiential. Okay.
Experiential.
I
That's
want
not the easiest word to say. Sorry, go
no,
on.
it's not. And it's not about facts. We all can look up facts on ChatGPT. It's
Yeah.
about the experience. So
Mm,
whether you're a hypnotist or a coach or a counselor, someone in the helping professions, whether you yourself need some help around overcoming procrastination or you want an effective way to help your clients get past it,
yeah.
this presentation will do that for you. So
Okay.
you'll get the nuts and bolts. I'll give you the foundation and the structure, and you will get to experience yourself through hypnosis, through various tools that I use to overcome that block. And the reason it's so important to me is that I believe we're all here on a very important mission. It's different for all of us.
Mm,
And procrastination, in a way, is like if you're holding back on your talent and your God given abilities, it's like you're cheating the world, not
yeah.
just yourself. People are out there waiting. Think about the people that inspired you, Andy, and
Mhm.
imagine if they procrastinated on writing that book, doing that presentation,
Mm,
doing that television show, whatever it is, you would be robbed of that experience and your own growth would have been affected. So this is so close to my heart. And it's
okay.
less about forcing, it's more about taking aligned action. So in your heart of hearts, in your soul, that this is what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
and you're doing all this other stuff instead to avoid it, well, we know why. It's
Okay.
the danger, right?
Yeah.
We don't feel safe taking that step. It's a trauma response. So by just relaxing our nervous system and telling ourselves, okay, it's uncomfortable. It's not dangerous. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's through discomfort that we grow.
Oh,
Then it makes
yes.
it a much more appealing undertaking to
Yeah.
at least take one step towards that thing, that one thing. I'm not talking about, oh, I'm procrastinating on cleaning my floors or ironing my clothes. I'm talking about procrastinating on the stuff that matters, that
Yeah.
will make an impact on the world. And so that's why I feel so strongly, please come. If you're that person out there that's holding back on something that the world needs, you need to come to my presentation.
That's something that I really am passionate about myself because one of the things that an expression in some of the trainings that I do with people in businesses and things like that, some of the things I talk about are get comfortable being uncomfortable because
Exactly.
the only way you grow is by breaking through comfort zones, safety
Yes.
bubbles, that type of thing.
You know, I went to the butterfly museum, or not museum, but the sanctuary. I went to the butterfly sanctuary
Yeah.
and I watched a butterfly come out of a chrysalis. It's
Yeah.
not pretty. It looks very uncomfortable.
Yes.
It looks painful. But then look,
Yeah, yeah.
right? You can fly, you're free.
That's a great analogy, a great metaphor, and that's something that I would encourage people to go and see you for as well. Now, are you going to be doing like demonstrations? Because I know you said you were like last year it was very experiential.
Yes.
I did it. I
Yes,
was
and it will
nervous.
be this year too.
Cool.
And I will also give hacks. We all want hacks, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
how do we overcome procrastination to just get going? And
Mm,
I can give you some of those,
great.
habits
Yeah.
for sure. And those alone will not work.
No.
They have to be combined with taking us down from that high arousal state
Yeah.
into a place of calm. That's the only way we're going to take action.
Yeah. 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 So you're not responding at an emotional heightened level. You're responding in a much more sort of level playing field, if you want to use that. That's not the
Yeah,
term
we
I want
have
to
to.
use, but you know what I mean.
It's true. If we don't feel safe, we won't take action. It
Correct.
comes down to that. So, how
Yeah.
do we feel safe? What tools and tricks can we use to feel safe, right?
Yeah.
Because if it feels dangerous, we won't do it.
No, and that's very true. And I would have to say to anyone who's thinking about coming to see you, I would highly recommend because what I witnessed
Thank you.
last year, and I'm not blowing smoke up your backside, right? What I witnessed last year was very, very powerful. You know, it was the four of you there, each with their own little um, piece, if you like, and it was very cohesive and very. I got a lot from it. It was very, very powerful. So,
I appreciate that. Thank
well,
you. I do. We did get a lot of great feedback.
yeah, it was, and I was one of the people who fed back. It was great. So, with that, I'm sorry about the terrible video, but I gave it. So, the idea by coming to see you, there's a lot that you'll gain as an attendee. So, I would very much encourage you to go and see Helen. Now, one more thing that I've been asking people that I talk to in this series, and I just want everybody's input. You know, if someone was thinking about attending the Irish Hypnotherapy Conference. What would you say to them to encourage them? What do you think the purpose and the point behind going to the conference is? Why is it so important, in your opinion?
Well, if you're thinking of coming, come
Mm.
because you will learn so much, you will grow, you will advance in the industry a lot faster.
Yeah, true.
And the most important thing, you will have fun
Yeah,
because we're not just there to learn, we're there to enjoy the experience. And we do. Everyone is just so wonderful there. It's an intimate group and it's a cool vibe.
yeah. Well, the thing is, you said there, and this is what I love about it, is that you describe it as an intimate group, but yet there's 200 people there, but it doesn't feel like it. You know, it's like everybody's so warm and welcoming, and that's something that I've said to people as well. And it's something that I reiterate every time is that you go along, but you're made feel welcome very quickly.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
You
It's
know,
true. Yeah,
because
and
we're
that's why I'm
all.
flying from Toronto
I
to
know,
Ireland
I
for
know,
the second time in a row.
I know, I know.
It's definitely worth coming. It's just a really great feeling. And I've made lifelong friendships,
Yeah, that's fair.
200 is not 2,000. Do you know what I mean?
Correct.
It is a nice size. And of course, we want to see it grow. And part of me will know that that core group that I've met over the last year or so will always be close to me and
Yeah.
supportive and we're here to help each other. It's not, I don't look at it as competition in this industry. We're in the helping profession, and no one does you like you do. No one
Right.
does me like I do me.
No,
So there's no competition. We're here to support each other.
no.
And I have already felt that support from the people that I met last year.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And one of the things, like I've just had a conversation with one of the guys who we both know, who rang me for, I was able to pass on a lead because where he lives is a lot closer to the client than where I was, by about 3 hours. So it's it was a bit more beneficial. But he's rung me today and asked for a bit of, just clarification on a couple of things and what I said and what he said, and all of a sudden you just end up having a conversation for 40 minutes and you're like, oh, it's just your friends. So it's
Yes.
it's cool. But there's no,
Exactly. And by doing that, we've advanced the industry. We've made it a
yes.
better industry, you know?
And that is
And
that
even
is
though it's
exactly right.
hypnosis is as old can get,
Yep.
it's here in a new way now. And I
Yeah.
think part of our job is to educate people.
Big
What
time.
is hypnotherapy
Hmm.
today?
Yeah.
And where can it go from here?
Yeah.
Because there is still a lot of misconceptions.
Very much so. I still
And,
have people who come to me who think there's a guy in, I won't go into detail about that, but there's a guy that people come to me from who still puts people with headphones on in a vibrating chair and bombards their senses, right? Which we both know you don't need,
right.
but that's the thing. It's letting people know that it's not woo woo. It's a scientific process that helps people quickly. So
It's true.
the
Not that
yeah.
there's anything wrong with woo-woo.
I'm not being disparaging in that way. What I mean is, like gimmicky is a better word. Do
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to get at. But yes, I would very much encourage everyone to come see you at the Irish Hypnotherapy
Thank you.
Conference. And I would very much like to thank you for your time and for joining us today. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you,
My
Helen.
pleasure. Thanks for all you do, Andy. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. Thank you. And there.